Hi everyone, sorry I'm running a little bit late tonight. Seems to be the feeling of the afternoon, of the day really. Just give people a chance to come on, sorry, and get acquainted, see who's there, come on, sorry, and get maybe I'll turn my notifications off because that's going to get annoying. And then I'll turn the sound off because we don't want me in stereo. Alright, two lovelies on. Thank you for joining me. Good evening, Alison. How are you? I hope you've had a lovely day out in the sunshine, hopefully. At least some people get to go out in the sunshine, I hope. Heather. Yeah, it's been full on rushing from meeting to meeting and then wanting to watch that, oh my gosh, that bloody press conference that just threw a whole spanner in the works. I don't know. I did have some respect for the Education Minister, so that's okay, Lisa, thank you. I did have some respect for the Education Minister. Now I'm not so sure. But anyway, I've had a bit of a rant about that today, so I'm going to enjoy doing some card making and spending some lovely time with you lovely ladies. So there's 7 of you watching at the moment, so thank you. If you're there, pop in, say hi. I understand that you may need to pop off and do other things, but I appreciate you coming in. So if you because I can't see who's there very well. Let me put these on. Oh, really? Yeah. I wonder what principles they asked. Hi, Sue. Hi, Glennis. Yes, I don't. They. It's been a long time since they've been in the classroom. Then, if that's what they asked for. Anyway, this is our card for tonight. It is called a bay window card. Now, I don't know how well you're going to see that, but if I hold it up like that, it tucks in a little latch there, and then it sits like a bay window. So actually really cute card. So it holds itself up really nicely when people, when you receive it. It's got a nice little spot inside. I've put a greeting on, but you could leave it and just have a nice white space. You could have a bigger piece if you wanted to bring it out to where the meeting of that is. So, yeah, up to you. So let's get on to it. I might just move my camera up a little bit so that I can fit the trimmer in. So excuse the wobbliness, and hopefully it's not too blurry, but I'm going to get... So... and my apologies also for the lateness of putting up the materials. I thought I'd done it last night and apparently obviously hadn't because it's not there. So thank you, Heather, for reminding me. Otherwise I would have forgotten and you guys would have gone, what? What card? Just kind of lost track of the days really. So there's a couple of bits involved in this, but actually really straightforward once you get going. I watched this, I saw it on a video. It's from Lisa Curcio, who's one of the American demonstrators that, one of the popular, has been doing it a long time, demonstrators. And I saw it and I thought, oh, that's going to be too much of a, but actually not that difficult. So let's get started. So we've got a piece of cardstock. I did have to adjust the measurement, so there may be a slight little few mil out on the side. Oh, thanks, Lisa. A few mil out on the side, but because their cardstock is actually shorter than ours. So ours is 11 3/4 and theirs is 11 1/2. So you've got 4, I'm rambling now, 4 1/8 wide and then full A4 length. All right. Oh, I just saw that it lost the feed there for a minute. All right, so we're going to pop that in. Make sure you can still see it. Get some glasses. Okay, and the first score that we're going to do is at half. So if you find it easier just to pop it in, you can pop it in that way and then flip it back. But I'm just going to do the whole way. So we go 1/2 inch, which that's a centimetre one. So 1/2 inch there, nice and flat against the edge of your trimmer. Hold that in place. And we're just going to score 1/2 inch there. And then we're going to move it down to 2 inches, which gives you a gap of 1.5 inches in between here. And then 3 3/4 inches, which gives you a 1.5 inch gap. And then 5 1/4, which then also gives you another 1.5. Oh, that one there in the middle is a little bit wider than 1/2. And then go down to 5 7/8, which is essentially halfway. So you want to get your that last score line is your halfway mark for your card. So hopefully I've done that right. So that's all we need our trimmer for at the moment. We're just going to fold all our score lines and burnish them with, oh, my daughter's taken off with the glue. That's really not helpful. Hang on a second. Piper, glue. My glue. Oh, children. Jeepers creepers. Hey Debs, how you doing? Alright, so sorry about that. I just she came in and borrowed it earlier and was like, oh, I'm just going to do some art. Can I use your glue? And didn't return it. So, and usually everything's just on my desk ready to go. I don't need to worry about that sort of stuff. So, alright, so you end up with your piece like that. So what you're going to do first is your designer series paper. Now this piece here is 3 7/8 by 5.5. So essentially it's just your normal matting size inside there. So that's your center mark of your card if I fold that over, so you get that nice little border around the edge. Alright, so we're just going to pop that in and glue it down. Oh, that's good. I hope they sorted it out for you at the dentist, Debs. Or did they give you antibiotics? Hopefully they gave you some antibiotics to get rid of any possible infection. And that's a bit stink. Okay, so we're going to pop that down. I've used the I can't remember what this one's called now. I haven't used this DSP yet. It's one of the ones in this catalogue, which is this pretty one here. So it goes with that set. And so, well, not obviously, you can make a blue Christmas card, can't you? But I'm not doing a Christmas card. It is called Harvest Meadow. I don't know how well you can see this, but that one there, it's got some really lovely colours and patterns in it, really kind of florals but muted, so quite nice. So that's one of the pieces out of there, and I have this is the other side of it in Calypso Coral, and then I've got using that blue flower design on the back as what's that one? Bumblebee, I think that is. Alright, so once we've done that, we're going to turn it over so that you're back on the front, and you're going to place your pieces of cardstock, DSP. Yep, it's been a bit of a day. Okay, so we're going to pop those two there. So your two outside pieces here are slightly wider than the center one. You can put 3 the same on there, or you can put 3 different. So I've gone with 3 different. I don't know why I took these off. If you ever have a bad tooth, put clove oil on it. Hi, Millie. Yeah, I've heard clove oil is really good too. Glennis gave the antibiotics. He's going to take a look. Oh, that's good. Oh my gosh, now my glue is super sticky, Piper. That's upside down. Lucky I put my glasses on. That would have looked a little bit odd. An upside down, backwards opening card. Okay, so I'm going to pop these in and just make sure I line them up. Center in the middle of your panel. You could make these slightly wider if you wanted to. You could also make them, you could mat them so that you've got an edge around it. Up to you. But I'm just going to use the DSP in the card itself. I don't want to make it too heavy either. And sometimes if you put too many layers on the front, when it's kind of a front, when the front protrudes out, then it can make it a little bit too top heavy and it'll fall over. Alright, so that is our card. So that's the front, and then what I've just done is on this, between your centre fold and then the first score mark, which is about just a little bit over half, I've just folded it back on itself so that you've got like a little, it's like a little book opening as such, and we're actually just going to glue that bit down to hold it in place. So I'm going to pop that down and then just, obviously you could use tape if you want to, and just spread that glue out underneath it. Works well, tastes like crap. Yeah, it's not. I don't like aniseed, so it doesn't work. I can't cope with it myself, but I have heard that it works really well. Ironically, I put cloves in when I cook corned beef, but that's the only time I use them. Okay, so then our last tab we're going to flip back on itself on the edge, that last half an inch one, because that's going to be your little latch, so you want it to sit flat. Now, for the latch, I put that in on my instructions that I've used 1.5 by 1 inch card, and then a piece of DSP, which is 7/8 of an inch, so it's slightly narrower than an inch, and then 1.25. But you could make it as big as you want. You could do it slightly bigger so you can stamp on it, or you can have it so that it goes up that way, so you could have a little bit wider. So if you were to do it 1.5 tall, you could slightly wider. It depends how wide you want your window to open, really. I'm going to keep mine this way, and I'm going to have it about there, so that when it opens, it's a nice kind of even. But so again, you can put a sentiment on here. You can just use DSP, which I'm going to use. Just pop that on there like that. And then for the latch, I'm going to pop it on with dimensionals. So it's going to go this way, so I want to put dimensionals on this side. So that's the right hand side. If I flip it over, they're on the left hand side. So I'm just going to put 2 here, and close to the edge as possible. You can use glue for this, but it just means that you have to kind of wiggle things around a little bit. It may give it a slightly tighter latch if you use glue, but the dimensionals just give you a little bit of space. Now you just want to pop that on so that it lines up with the edge of your card here. Once you're happy with that, pop it down, and then that will hold your card up. Alright, actually I might squeeze one more in there, because it just is going a little bit too far. So if I fold that back, I'm just going to pop one. Actually, I might do half of one. Oh God, did she take my scissors as well, the little toad? Bloody did. Alright, here's a mini one. Children! My gosh. Who'd have it? Okay, so I'm just going to pop that there. So I don't know if you can see that, but just a little one there. Gives a little bit more. Now my latch isn't going to work because I've turned it up too much. Bent it over too much. So if I pop that down, I can bend it over again. And then that sits up a bit better. Alright, so then it's just a matter of decorating the front, which I have got some, oh no, in the inside. The inside, so you can write on it. Obviously you could, if you, depending on the design series paper that you use, you could use a plain white piece and then you wouldn't need to put that piece in, but it gives a little bit of interest. Excuse me. So I'm just going to use, I've got Garden Wishes. It's not the set that coordinates with that paper, but it's very similar, and so I'm just going to use the single dandelion. I'm also going to use, yeah, I know, borrow something and then don't return it. So just what the actual. Alright, so I'm using Misty Moonlight, which is quite a dark colour that's coordinating to my base, and so I'm going to use the back of it just in case, and then see if that actually, yeah, that's a nice depth. See, I haven't inked up in between, so each time I stamped it gets slightly lighter, and it's slightly different on photocopy paper because the paper is a bit thinner, whereas our cardstock's a little bit thicker. So I'm going to pop that on there like so, and I'm going to use my DSP to line it up so I've got a nice straight piece there. And then I'm going to create a sentiment and a stamp for the front. So I'm just going to use thanks and thanks. And again, I'm going to go with the two-tone using the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to go with the, I'll stamp off a couple of times and then pop the darker one with the thin. So I quite like this stamp set. It's called Biggest Wish. So you get the 5 sentiments in big font and then also in coordinating font, so you can match them up. But it's really super effective. Thanks. And then, no, ink that up a bit more. So that you make sure you get, when you're doing it, make sure that, it's one of the nice things with the photopolymer, you can see if it's actually inked up very well. And then I'm just going to pop it under here, move that out of my way so I don't get ink all over it, and then I'm just going to stamp, sorry, glasses. Oh. And I'm just going to stamp on there like that. Nice even pressure through the middle, and then lift. And then I'm going to go over it nice and dark with the other things through the middle there. So that is that, and then I'm also going to stamp, no, actually I want the darker one, and stamp in there, and then one a little bit higher, and then one a little bit lower. So I'm going to stamp those and cut them out. How are we going for time? Alright, so scissors. Children. Anyone want a 14-year-old who borrows stuff and doesn't put it back? Yell out. Because, thanks, Sue. Oh, thanks, Judy. It's nice to have you back. So, oh, well. Oh, thanks, Lisa. It's quite effective, actually, doing the Stampin' Off to, rather than just using it as the colour stands, you know. Having some kind of depth of colour helps to add a bit of depth to your card, even if there's not too much already. Now, I think these have dies, but I can't be bothered getting them out to cut them. So I'm just going to cut around quickly, fussy cutting them. As much as I don't like you sitting there watching while I fussy cut. So no, I don't know if Anita's watching, but I know this is her most favourite thing in the whole wide world. Not. Thanks, Glynis. You're so lovely. So what's everyone been doing on this beautiful day? Hopefully not too many of you working. Most of us have been working, I suppose, but it's nice to see the sun still out at this time of night and not be all gloomy and dark. Makes you kind of feel a bit happier. So I find the key with fussy cutting is moving your paper, not your scissors, too much, and practicing on some designer series paper is always a good one. Sang too while we happen. Oh, working in your eyes. Yeah, so fuzzy cutting, it's never really been a major favourite of mine, but every now and then it's quite nice just to kind of a bit of mindfulness, really. It's quite nice. But yeah, so if you're fussy cutting, I would suggest you move your scissors, move your paper, not your scissors, and leave yourself a bit of a border around the outside. Don't try and get too close to the edge, because that's that's where I have my problems, is then it's not even. Whereas if you've got a little bit of an edge all the way around, you can't tell that it's if it's uneven or not. It looks like it's supposed to be like that. Okay, this is getting to a point that I need to have it standing up the right way. And pop that in there like that. A bit more up. So that leaves a little bit of space inside, and then I'm just going to pop, actually might pull them apart. There. Didn't do so well with my lining that up, did I? Oh well. I will pop those two on dimensionals, which I just lost under everything else on my desk. You really want it to stand up, so I'm going to put a few on. A few little ones at the bottom. Yeah, it's so relaxing, isn't it, Debs? It's just quite therapeutic, actually, especially if you've had a long day fussy cutting, or colouring in and then fussy cutting. Now that's got to be the ultimate relaxation. Colouring in and fussy cutting. Now I just had a thought. I'm going to pop these up here, so I'm going to put that there. Oops. I'm going to put my sentiment there in the centre. I'm going to put these up a bit higher so that they're, so that I can put those there. Oh good, they're sticky because they're sticking to my fingers. Right, and then I might pop things like that. There, maybe there. So I might just put a little bit of glue on the back of that one. Oh, if you were here, Heather, you'd see that I'm all thumbs tonight. And I really didn't have a plan on how this was going to be decorated, so sorry that it's taken a bit of time. And I'll pop that there with some favourite dimensionals. I had a little count of my stash while I was getting my order ready today for Stamp Club, and thought, oh, I need to get some more of those dimensionals, go through them quite a bit, so added another couple of packs to the order. Thanks, Debs. Just it feels a bit fumbly tonight, so hopefully it's not coming across that way. Alright, so I think it needs a little bit of bling. What do we think? Have some bling, ladies? Let's have some bling. What have I got? Let's go. Bling, sequins or diamantes? You're welcome. It still hasn't gone in, Lisa, so it was not a problem at all to add that. I'm glad that Stampin' Up! Products have got another use. It's great that we can multi-use our our products for other projects. Oh no, I need that. Alright, so I think I might go with rhinestones because they just give off that little bit more of a sparkle. Oh my gosh, isn't it funny when you're not used to wearing glasses for close-up? When you do, everything looks so huge. Put one over there. I'm going to put some bigger ones in the middle here. Make those really stand out. That backfired. There we go. Alright, and then we'll just dot some little ones around the place. I'll put one on there, but where? Let's go there. Oh, good on you, Sandra. Going for a walk. I guess it's a lovely time to do it now, isn't it? Because it's not too hot. Now, if I put that up, oh, let's put some on here. I'll put that up. There we go. Is there any on there? One more on there. Why not? Why not? Let's put one there. Okay. And let's see. Actually, that's okay, Sandra, because I was running late too. So, that is our finished card. With a little bit of added bling. And open it inside and you've got the space inside. You could decorate that inside and put a piece on the back if you wanted to. You're out of glue, Alison. Oh my gosh. I could have... my box are done. That's so funny. Thank you, Lisa. Oh my gosh, we need that order to hurry up for you, don't we then, Alison? Because you can't have no glue or tape. It would just be, that's terrible. I have glue, I just don't keep the other one on hand. So that is that. Nice, and actually quite pleased with how that turned out, considering the little bit of a disastrous start that we had. Just move my stamps out of the way so I don't put my hand in them. And I will flip you around because we are now a little bit over time. Well, I aim for 8 o'clock, so a little bit past 8 o'clock. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and there's so many of you saying how lovely things. Thank you very much. Gosh, I need a haircut. Why can't they open hair salons? All right, so we've got 7. I thought I counted 8. Here's my bit of paper. Did I miss somebody? 2, 4, 6, 7. Nope, 7 people. 7 people who made last week's card. Thank you very much. You can go hours, we wouldn't mind. Well, you possibly would. You might get a bit bored of my voice after a little while. Thank you. You guys are so lovely. Yeah, it probably would be a little bit boring after a while of me rambling on about stuff. Okay, so spinning wheel, I've got 7 lovely cards on the wheel tonight. 7 lovely ladies that made their cards. They were all gorgeous. Sandra went out of, and did the square card, which looks really effective, as well as the standard A4 tent fold kind of cards. So it was so cool to see everyone's take on that fold, which was really awesome. So I'm really excited to see what you guys are going to do with this one. The 2 that I did, the one that I watched, the 2 of them did Christmas cards, and they did like a snow scene and put like snow hills and snowman stuff. We don't really do snow in New Zealand too much in the summer, so I decided to make it do the reindeer for the Christmas one, and then do one just to kind of show that you don't have to always do, like, people have birthdays at this time of the year, don't they? So, yeah, that's great. All right, I'm going to flip you around. I've got the wheel ready. Fingers crossed. I wish you could all win. I don't have that many prizes, but I wish I could give you all the prize, because they were all amazing, and they always are. And I just appreciate you following and creating and sharing. So thank you very much. Let's click on the wheel and give it a spin. Let me center it a little bit better for you. Good luck, ladies. And our winner is, who was it? Sandra. Congratulations, Sandra. I will get in touch with you to get a prize out for you to choose from, and then pop it down in the post for you. So that you can carry on crafting, hopefully. Thank you very much for all of your contributions over the last couple of days. In usual fashion, I will put a photo of the cards up. Love to see what you create, and all of the variations that you guys make are so exciting and inspiring to everybody. So thank you very much. Congratulations again to Sandra, and I will catch you guys on Sunday night. I've got a little bit excited. We have a Stampin' Up kind of conference online. Some of it I have to watch after because it's during school time and I can't really, but some of it is, it's all day Saturday and it's all day Friday and it's half of Thursday. So I'm excited to do some of the activities and the cards and that, and then share them all with you guys. So yeah, on stage is super exciting. I don't usually go to the 3-day ones because they are usually in Australia and I have to work, so it's not feasible. So I'm excited to be able to do this one online and see other demonstrators from all around the world. All right, we'll see you Sunday night. Have a great rest of the week, and hopefully enjoy the sun when it's out there. And I will catch up with you on Sunday. See you later.